Alright, so I have the new tricolor DLITMC from Star Signal Vehicle Products here. I have 2 of them set up and they are synchronized. You can do up to 10, synchronize up to 10 units. This is a red, blue, clear module, so those are the colors you'll see today. There are other ones available, of course. I also have a control box here which I've wired all of the enables to, so I can quickly turn them on and off. I've got yellow with black, and both lights tied into this switch, yellow with green in this switch, and yellow with red to this switch. I also have the pattern select wire tied into this switch, so I can easily do some programming here. So the first thing I want to do is show how you can play with this right out of the box the way that it comes programmed. So yellow with black I'm going to enable. You get red flashing in a flicker flash pattern. Yellow with green, I've got blue flashing in my flicker flash pattern. And yellow with red, you have white in a steady burn pattern. So if I turn on both the red enable and the blue enable, it's going to alternate in that same flicker flash pattern. You can of course choose whatever pattern you'd like. If I were to leave that on and turn on my steady burn white, the white's going to override. If I wanted to change that so that the white was a flashing light instead of a steady burn, all I have to do is take my pattern select wire here and hold it till it flashes once. Exits the steady mode, turns into a flashing light. So if I wanted to turn on white and blue at the same time, it's going to alternate between white and blue, same way it did with red and blue. Turn on all 3 colors by controlling all 3 enables here. It's going to cycle through blue, then red, then white, blue, then red, then white, in that same flicker flash pattern. So next thing I want to do is program some more advanced options using our phone app. What I want to do is program this for red and blue, and this for red and blue, both to be enabled just by the yellow with black wire, leaving the other 2 wires alone. I'm going to program it so that it's in a single flash pattern, and it's going to go whenever this one's red, this one's blue, whenever this one's blue, this one's red. So it's going to alternate back and forth. So we have this available for both Apple, and I also have it on my Android device. So what I want to do is set my settings here. This column here under the header of yellow with a black wire is what I want to change. So my pattern here, it says, is right here. I'm going to select single. I want to select phase 1. And then down here, these are the colors that want to flash with that yellow with black wire. So right now I've got just red enabled. You can see the outline of blue here with a black center. That means it's not enabled. If I was to press the blue box, it's going to make it all blue. That means that red and blue are both going to flash when I program this. Okay. So the next thing I do is enable 2 enables. I'm going to enable yellow with black and yellow with green, but it doesn't matter which 2. I'm then going to enable the pattern select wire, and it turns off, showing you that it's ready to be programmed. Then I'm going to aim my flash my phone at the sensor from the LED module. I'm going to press the send button on the app. Wait a few seconds while it flashes that light. The module will flash back to you saying, yep, that worked, I got the data. So now if I look here, I can see that the one I programmed is flashing in a single flash pattern. One I didn't program yet is still flashing in the pattern from before. So, turn that off so you can see my phone better. Only thing I got to change here is change my phase with the pull down menu to phase 2. Then I'm going to program this light. Go back and do the same thing. I'm going to enable 2 of the enables. Turn on the pattern select wire. I'm going to aim my phone flash at the sensor on my light. The light flashes back saying, yep, I got it. And then it's going to alternate between the 2 colors in a single flash mode, just like I told it to. So if for some reason when you're programming this it doesn't work, you don't get that feedback from the light, a couple things that are most likely. Well, one, if you have an older phone, some of the older phones just aren't able to process the data fast enough. We've tested anything basically above an S6 will work okay. 2, if you got a whole bunch of apps open, that can cause issues because there's too much data going on. Your processor on the phone just can't handle that much information. And then 3, if your phone just happens to be checking Outlook, checking your email or something like that at the same exact time that you send the data. If it does it in the middle, it's going to screw up the data transfer. So you just have to press it again, and then it will work. The other thing is the ambient light. In general, it's able to adjust for all kinds of ranges of ambient light. But if you're somewhere where there's other flashing lights around, it may see those flashing lights as data, and that could screw it up as well. So that is about it.